Alrighty guys, in this video, I'm going to show you guys what offers are working in 2024. How do we build an offer that actually works in 2024? Now, my name is Dylan Wilson. My company does about 150, 200K a month, but that doesn't matter. And I don't really care about that because what I'm most proud about is the statistics that I'm going to share with you right now. See, these are the statistics of people that follow this exact process. Our clients, one of the first things that we do for them is I personally jump on and I build their offer for them. And these are the statistics of what their companies have done in the first 90 days under our engagement point. So I'm going to break down the mistakes that people make when they're going to create an offer, what you shouldn't be doing, but more importantly, how to find an offer that you know is going to work, and then how to actually learn how to fulfill on that offer so you can build a multiple 6- and 7-figure company in 2024. So if you're struggling with setting appointments, if you're struggling with closing appointments, if you're struggling with being able to consistently and predictably acquire customers day after day, week after week, and month over month, this video is for you. Because if you have a really good offer, you can be okay at sales and you can still make money. You can be okay at marketing and you can still make money. You can be okay at setting appointments and you can still make money. However, if you have a bad offer, you have to be really, really, really good at all those other things, which is a lot harder to do to make money. Okay. So when I first started in the offer creation space, I followed what a lot of you guys do, right? You went online, you figured out, is it Google ads? Is it short form content? Is it Facebook ads? Is it AI? What's the new hot thing that people are buying? And as a result, I wasn't able to close that many people. And actually, one day I got into contact with a home improvement company. And I went through my sales process with them and I built a lot of rapport. They were also a hockey player and a golfer. I was a hockey player and a golfer. We connected on a lot of things. And on the second call, I began to pitch them the price. And I pitched them $1,500 per month for lead generation to help them get more jobs. And the owner looked at me and he said, honestly, I'm just not interested in that. Like, I already have enough jobs that I need. My problem is that I don't have staff. And I said, okay, well, let me go back to the drawing board and I'll see if I'm able to solve that problem for you. So I went back and I spent the entire night trying to figure out how could I get better employees to come and work for this company. And then I met with him the next day. I proposed my plan. And because I had built so much rapport with him, because, I did a really good job on the first sales call, he agreed to give me a shot for that same $1,500 a month to help him get new employees, even though I had no track record and no case studies. But here's the key. The mistake that I made is that I went to market with what I thought people were struggling with, or what I just knew how to do, and I was too lazy to figure out what they actually needed. And I was trying to sell that. And as a result, he wasn't interested. Now, thankfully for him, and I'm forever grateful to meet and get to work with that guy, because he was honest enough and he believed in me enough to straight up tell me what he wanted. And then I was able to fulfill on that. So when it comes to creating offers, this process that we follow is to first pick an industry. Now, if you don't already have an industry that you're working with, I recommend that you go with an industry that you either have experience in, a family member's in, you know something about, so you have a little bit of an upper advantage as opposed to if you were just starting from scratch. If you're a young 23-year-old guy like me, it doesn't make a ton of sense to go into the med spa niche because I know nothing about med spas. I've never been to a med spa. I don't know anything about med spas. And quite frankly, I don't really have much interest in dealing with med spa owners. So the first thing that we need to do is establish a niche, right? Pick a niche. So let's say, for example, one of the guys that I began to work with, he chose the custom cabinetry niche because his father works in a custom cabinetry business. Right now, when we went to actually sitting down with him and creating my offer for him, the first thing that I asked him is not what he knows how to do, because he originally came to me and he's like, hey, I know Facebook ads and all that kind of stuff, and I think that's what we should do. I asked him, well, what problems is your dad having running his business? And he's like, oh, well, his biggest problem is his employees, right? He's got these, home improvement labor guys that smoke cigarettes and, just a bunch of deadbeat employees, and they want to get paid too much. And it's just a gong show trying to run their business, right? And so then we asked him, I went deeper into that, and I was like, okay, well, why did he even want to start this business, right? And we found out that a lot of people in the home improvement niche, for example, they used to be a laborer themselves. They were getting paid 30, 40, $50 an hour, but they hated their boss that was constantly yelling at them. So they were like, fuck this. I'm going to go start my own company. Now they're sitting here 3 years later, trying to run a company, making less money than they were when they were just a laborer, and constantly dealing with deadbeat employees that are smoking cigarettes on the balcony. And so when you're going to them and you're like, hey, I'll help you get more leads, that's why they're not interested. Because that isn't the problem that's taking up the mental headspace in their mind, right? And so once we understood that, we're like, okay, yes, leads are part of what we need to do, because at the end of the day, every business is going to need more leads. But the biggest problem that we can solve in this space is being able to hire, train, and recruit top talent to come and work for their business, so the owner can begin to remove himself from the business and actually fulfill on the mission that he started on when he started this company in the first place. And when you take the time to actually figure that out, and if you want to know how to do that, you cold call people in your niche, you tell them you're a university student and you're collecting research, and then once you've done that, any pressure and resistance has gone down, and then you can literally ask them anything and they will tell you the truth. Right? So make 10 cold calls into people in your niche, tell them a university student, collect that niche research to figure out what they actually want. And then once you figured out what they actually want, like let's say they do want to hire better employees. Well, in 20 hours of research, you can figure out how to hire, train, and recruit top talent. Most home improvement guys, they have never spent $1 on a course. They haven't done a thing to actually learn how to hire, train, and recruit top tier talent. And as a result, they're dealing with the problems that they're dealing with every single day. Right? But if you hire the right person, you do enough interviews to hire the right person, you grade them on the different character traits that will succeed in this role. You take them through a proper 2-week training protocol, and then you actually motivate your employee, not just by what you're paying them, but by painting them a picture of where they are as an employee and where they want to go and how that will fulfill their life. You will have a really good employee. Right? So what you can do if you want to target the home improvement niche, for example, is you can build a system on how to hire, recruit, and train top talent. And then once you've done that, you can tack on leads on the back end. Right now, when you go to a home improvement company, you go to them and say, hey, I will make your home improvement company run without you, and then I'll fill up your new team with jobs. And think about how much more powerful that is to a home improvement company versus, hey, I'll help you get more leads and I'll guarantee 90 appointments or whatever bullshit offer that you're running right now. So when it comes to building an offer, you start with the industry. Then you do the research to figure out what problems that industry has. What is keeping them up at night? And only then you go back, you figure out how to solve that problem, you learn the skills, you productize those skills into a tangible service, and then that is what you go to market and offer. And when you do this, your appointments are going to go through the roof. Your sales are going to go through the roof. And your client results are going to go through the roof, because they're going to be a lot more interested in working with you. You're going to be able to charge significantly higher prices, and you're going to be able to personally make a lot more money. And this is the exact process that we follow when it comes to building our own offers. So that right there is how you build an offer that actually works in 2024. And it doesn't matter what niche you're in, doesn't matter what industry you're in, it will work for you, because fundamentally we are humans selling to other humans, and humans will pay humans if the one human can solve their problem. Other than that, that's all I have for this video. It's a quick one, but I hope I delivered on the value. If I did, I would appreciate if you leave a comment below, ask me any question about this, and I'll personally respond. If you want to apply to join our 100% free, but application only private school community, where I do live calls every single week. I have a bunch of trainings, courses, offers, systems that you can use, the same ones that we're running in our own company. And then we also have a private network where you can mastermind with other individuals just like yourself. Click the link below. It's 100% free, no credit card required. And I will see you on the inside. Other than that, wish you the absolute best of luck with your business, and I hope to see you in the next video.